For the past 3 nights, protesters have gathered outside Omaha Police headquarters in response to the fatal shooting of Kenneth Jones. Today, police held their first news conference since the officer-involved shooting, giving more details and addressing the community. 3 News Now reporter Jessica Edson joins us now live from the 4th night of protest to tell us more. Jessica?
Thank you, Maya. Well, as you can see, that 4th night of protest has already wrapped up. Protesters got here around 6 p.m. and by 8:30, most of them had already dispersed, and the Omaha Police Department took down that caution tape which was separating protests from Omaha Police headquarters here. Those protesters are still demanding that the body cam footage worn by the officers the night of Thursday be released, and Chief Schmatter actually addressed those demands a little bit earlier in a news conference today.
Whenever someone dies in police custody, a grand jury must be convened. A grand jury provides for independent civilian oversight of the event. The grand jury is not optional.
In accordance with Nebraska law, Omaha Police Chief Todd Schmatter says the department will not be releasing the body cam footage from officers Richard Martyr and Dan Faulkner. The purpose, to prevent any potential jurors from seeing evidence prior to the grand jury. The department did share still images from that footage today, as well as give a detailed timeline of the events which led to Kenneth Jones' death on Thursday night. According to the police, officers approached a vehicle that was starting and stopping near 27th and Harrison Street. After turning on their lights to conduct a traffic stop, they noticed someone in the back seat seemed to be reaching towards the floorboard. As they approached the vehicle, officers told the occupants to put their hands in the air, and all but Kenneth Jones, who was in the back seat of the driver's side, complied. Officers say they asked Jones to show his hands 14 times, told him to open the door 6 times, and told him to stop reaching 3 times.
So as chief, I've watched a lot of videos over the years, and this is one of the most non-compliant situations that I have seen as chief.
Jones was eventually pulled from the car, and while Officer Faulkner was trying to gain control, he traced his hand all the way down Jones' right arm into his pants, where he felt the metal of a gun, and at one point, he and Jones both had their fingers in the trigger guard. This caused both officers to disengage and draw their guns. As Jones began to rotate toward Officer Martyr, Officer Faulkner fired his gun 4 times, striking Jones. When they approached Jones to begin performing life-saving measures, a gun was found under him. Right now, we know that there will be a grand jury investigation into this case. We just don't know when.
So I don't know. I really don't. I guess I have no idea on that. Hopefully sooner than later.
Chief Schmatter did say that they would be releasing that body cam footage just after the grand jury investigation. Reporting live outside of Omaha Police headquarters, Jessica Edson, 3 News Now.